Many environmental scientists agree that within the next 10 years, certain consequences of climate change will become irreversible. In order to slow the environmentally harmful habits of big corporations in America, the United States Congress should pass a Green New Deal bill to combat climate change. My name is Ryan Royster, and as a passionate resident of planet Earth, I have researched the impacts of solutions to climate change rigorously. First, I'm going to explain to you why this is a critical issue, then I'll tell you what we need to do in order to solve it. The problem is that all of the increase in greenhouse gases in the atmosphere from the past 150 years is due to human activities, which is starting to have dangerous effects on our society. According to a 2017 article or a research article by Plus One, there is ample evidence that modern climate change has a strong influence on plant and animal species worldwide. U.S. National Climate Assessment, which is required by Congress, found and reported that human-caused climate change is having deleterious effects on the economy, the environment, and the public. This is among countless assessment studies, and tests that proved climate change is having a very real and harmful effects on all aspects of our life. A review in the 2020 Mexican Journal of Livestock Sciences, climate change cause more profound implications such as extreme weather alteration of the water cycle, ocean acidification, and changes in the role and composition of ecosystems. These then cause the formation of destructive natural phenomena such as hurricanes, cyclones, tsunamis, etc. These weather patterns will result in the spread and increase in prevalence of different animal-human diseases, as well as the extinction of animal and plant species. In addition to this, effects of climate change will reduce economic growth, will complicate the efforts of governments to reduce poverty, and will affect food and safety. This list has so many incredible impacts to life on Earth, and this isn't even the end of it. Climate change will impact literally every aspect of life for every living organism on planet Earth if we don't start to effect change now. Now that you understand the magnitude and urgency of this issue, I'd like to propose a solution to start the process of slowing down climate change. Introduced by Representative Ocasio-Cortez and Senator Ed Markey, the Green New Deal resolution would invest a significant amount of money into renewable power sources, spurring growth into the usage of clean energy and updating to energy-efficient power grids. This would make a drastic change in overall greenhouse emissions. On top of this resolution would also invest money into helping communities that have been heavily affected by climate change already, and much more. Although this is just a resolution for now, once we pass it as a bill, we will start to see the massive effects to our environment. This solution is the most effective one because not only is it preventative, but also helps aid with damage that has already been done. This resolution is very thorough and has many intricate details that work together to create a bigger picture of success. This solution would solve the problem because it attacks the main issue, which would be large corporations and their usage of fossil fuels. According to a 2019 article by TheGuardian.com, states that there are 20 fossil fuel companies whose relentless exploitation of the world's oil, gas, and coal reserve can be directly linked to more than 1/3 of all greenhouse gas emissions in the modern era. As Johan Eriksson and Gunilla Rochelle said best, it remains to be explained why interest in institutions do not change despite the scientific consensus the use of fossil fuels as the main cause of climate change. They are explaining how even though it has been proved that fossil fuels are the main issue, it will take more than a suggestion or a nudge in the right direction to actually see a change. Because the resolution's main investment into renewable power sources and enforcing the usage of these sources, we will see fossil fuels be replaced with solar, wind, and hydro energy and sources. Hydro energy sources, and the amount of carbon emissions will decrease significantly. Because of the threat of total destruction to life on Earth, because of climate change and high carbon emissions and lack of change to our ways, we must pass the Green New Deal as a resolution and then as a bill to save our Earth. This issue applies to every human being in this class, also every human being that is not in this class. You must talk about this to friends and family to spread awareness Sign petitions and contact your representative to make sure they know to vote in favor of legislation that combats climate change. Because climate change affects each and every one of us, it is just as much your responsibility to take action as the next person. Thank you.